Hey dudes, so it's Lily here, and I know I haven't been on in so long. I've literally had a break from YouTube for so long, and I don't know why. I think it's just so much going on, and I've been feeling really down lately, and I've had the shittest day ever today. It just keeps going. But it is the 1st of December today. That you probably won't be seeing this on the 1st of December, but I've got my little Christmas pudding hat on, and I wanted to talk today about a topic that this actually was a topic I've always wanted to do for YouTube, and I've never done it before, mainly because time of year, and I just didn't do it. So what I want to talk about is mental health at Christmas. Not so much for me now as I've recovered, but probably the first year was last year that I felt really comfortable at Christmas. Christmas is a really hard time for people suffering from mental health, and also if you suffer from mental health you'll understand this, because it's just everything. It depends on what you have, but pretty much every aspect of mental health is a struggle at Christmas, because you kind of, Christmas is so pumped up to be perfected that you feel like you've got to be perfect all the time, which is already hard enough when you've got a mental health issue, especially if it's like anorexia or something like that, where you already don't feel perfect in yourself, or you don't feel good in yourself. It's a really, really hard time, and if you're watching this as someone with mental health, or someone watching who knows someone with mental health, it's one, give yourself a break, because it's a really hard time because you're at a lot of parties, you're with family, it's quite a pressured time. And I remember when I was younger, especially at Christmas dinner, we were in we have about 12 or so people at our Christmas dinner, and around that time we have parties as well. So at the time I'm thinking, oh my god, there's a massive plate here, I feel like I have to eat all. Especially when I had my eating disorder, would have been very tricky, because I wouldn't have wanted to eat basically anything. And then also being not well in myself, I had a bit of bulimia and as well, so it's a very complicated time. There's a lot of going on. Anxiety wise, I mainly suffer from anxiety. It's really difficult at Christmas time. You just feel so pressured. You just feel like there's so much going on, and I just want to state that you are okay. People, if you have mental health, if you have anxiety, if you have an eating disorder, you're not alone. Everyone pumps up that Christmas is the best time of year, and I think it is. I love Christmas, but I'm recovered now, and at the time I probably dreaded it, because I didn't want to ruin anyone else's day. I didn't want to be the one having a panic attack. I didn't want to be the one that wasn't well. I didn't want to be the one breaking down in a corner because I couldn't cope. And I think I've always said, tell other people what your issues are. When I used to cover it up a lot when I was younger, I used to not tell people I self-harmed, which is also difficult at Christmas, because people might be like, oh, why don't you wear this dress? And you're like, I'm gonna wear this long sleeve jumper. So it's a lot of pressure all over. And also a lot of people at Christmas, when you meet your family and all that, they're kind of like, oh yeah, bloody blah's doing this now, and they're amazing, and oh, this and that. And you're there like, yay, I've been on antidepressants for a year and seeing my new therapist, which is great. It's really good for you, and every step forward is a really good step. But some people, obviously, they're not the best with that sort of situation. They can sometimes be look down upon people, which is shitty. Basically, very like I was saying earlier, tell people, maybe not everyone, but maybe if you've got a really good close family member, just be like, oh, I'm just feeling a little bit anxious today. And I feel like that lifts a weight off your shoulders. You're not like, oh, I'm high, oh no, I don't want anyone to see me like this, or, you know, or just, I feel like that kind of opens up a conversation starter. As a, you know, someone's looking out for you, and someone knows that if you're a little bit quiet, that's okay. They won't be like, why are you quiet? Why aren't you, you know, joining in? But that, taking a breather, if you need to go outside for 5 minutes, just say, I need some air. We all need it sometimes. Even sometimes I'm like, I just need to go outside for 5 minutes, I need some air, and that will happen. Okay, I've got these really good apps in a minute. I'm not sponsored. Okay, it's called SAM app, and it's from the University of West something, it disappeared. But basically, if you can see this, let me get a little bit closer to you guys. So, you have all this, and you have help for anxiety. This is mainly an anxiety app, but it's got like calm breathing and picture perfect, and then change the focus, which, you know, you can rate as well, so whichever's best for you. How is my anxiety right now is like a mood tracker. And then self-help with Sam, things that make me anxious, so you can add on a list and work towards it. My anxiety toolkit, social cloud, and then an anxiety tracker. So it's really good to kind of, that's really good for anxiety, and also a lot of issues like that they can be linked with anxiety. Like if you've got an eating disorder or depression, you can get quite anxious as well. So they all sort of interlock quite. But yeah, that's one I use. There probably are loads on. What I find is there's one for everything on the App Store. So it might just help you. And also I always found talking to people online helped. I know I'm very lucky. I'm just going to say this. I know this video is obviously to help people, but I am very lucky with my family. They were always amazing to me, and like I was saying recently to them, they're the reason I'm okay now, because there were times where I was in a really, really bad place, but I made it through because I couldn't let them down in a way. Not that they put me on a pedestal or anything, but they were always so good to me and they always helped me. So I am extremely lucky with my family, where I know a lot of people have issues with that. I can't really personally go into that because I don't have those issues. So if you do have any advice for anything like that, just pop it in the comments. It will help people out. That would be really good, but I don't want to go in and be like, oh, you should do this, because I've never gone through that situation. I just understand what it's like to live through hell and walk out the end of it with a smile on your face like that. Just try to keep calm. Breathing techniques have always helped me out, and just try and enjoy yourself. It's really hard at Christmas time, and I'm there for you, and if you need anyone to talk to, I am always here. And it is really tricky, but try to enjoy yourself. Don't push yourself too far. If you don't want to go into London or something, you don't have to go. Don't just say to people, I'm feeling anxious, I'm not feeling that great today, so I just need to stay home. And it's not a failure, it's not a problem. Just try and stay. Don't push yourself too hard, because sometimes that can go into worse. Just try and have fun, but be happy during it. And these things will get better. If you suffer badly from depression, anxiety, eating disorders, self-harm, endless things of, I don't know, like bipolar, that does get better. I know at the time it does not feel like it gets better, but it does get better. Trust me, I've been at rock bottom. I thought I wouldn't last to the end of the week, and I'm here 5 years later. God, I'm getting old. Yeah. 5 years. Problems of a 19-year-old. I feel so hard. Yeah, I probably, hopefully, will be back reasonably soon. Don't expect anything because I'm really bad at the minute. I love YouTube, but I'm really bad at the minute. But I love you guys. I hope to be back soon, and let me know how you're doing in the comments because I love you. If you enjoyed this chatty video and fancy more, or if you want me to be more in depth about stuff or want to change something up, just leave me a comment or anything. But if you like that, subscribe and give it a like, please. It will really help me out. And also give everybody a hug at Christmas and be nice because we're all going through our own little problems. But hopefully this helped you out, guys. And I will see you soon. Love you.